with the XMaxxes. Now, if you've seen our videos on these, we run these pretty much with no problems. So in this video, we're going to give you our top 5 tips on how to make them ultra reliable. The body shells. As with lots of these large scale cars, these are very expensive. So what we've done, we have used a Gorilla Tape inside to reinforce them. Do that on all our large scale body shells. People do use the reinforcement tape in shoe goo, but it gets messy and we prefer this. And what we've also done on this one is a little bit of reinforcement there, just a small bit of plastic, which is a matter of pence. And we've also put some nuts and bolts through here just to give that extra bit of support. So when you inevitably have that rear landing, it just gives a bit more strength to the shell. And the other thing that we've done, very much recommend this, is to put the roof skids on it. We've got 2 different types here. This one it fits in separately, whereas on the green truck, it's a bit more involved and it's actually ties into the underneath of the roll cage. So they're a good thing, that does protect the body shell. So number 2, hinge pins. What sometimes happens on these trucks is these pins flex. You don't normally have this nut and bolt arrangement here. So relatively cheap, nut and bolt goes through there. We've done a video on this. You've got tops and bottoms. You can even do the inside if you want, but we haven't bothered with that. So 10 to 15 pound, I think that costs, possibly a little bit more, but that's a worthwhile mod, makes it much more reliable. Number 3, hub upgrades or hub carrier upgrades. You see on the trucks here, this one has the upgrade on, it has a bigger bearing in there, so it gives it more strength. So you need to replace the plastic hub carrier part, front and rear. Traxxas or RPM are the main manufacturers of those, and you have a slightly bigger bearing, which just makes it more, gives it more strength, more reliability, so when you have the big tumbles, they don't fall to bits. Number 4, pinion and spur upgrades. As standard in these cars, they come with I believe it's a cast metal pinion and spur, and they're very susceptible for teeth breaking off them, and then you're going to get bits in your transmission. So I think for 20-25 pound, upgrade to a machined one, pretty much RPM, all of them. The newer or an upgraded one will always be better, so that is worth doing. Number 5, steering, little steering upgrade. On the standard steering, this post here, I don't know if you can see it very well, that actually is susceptible to breaking off, and if that does, that's a whole bulkhead removal or replacement. So it's a big part, about 18-20 pound I think, but also it's a hassle to change. So what we've done, and what you can do, put a bolt in there, hot glue, just makes it much stronger, and it's very simple to do. And what we've also done, coupled in with that, we'll sort of do this as a bonus part, we've put the 1/5 steering upgrade on these. You can see much bigger servo. We've done a video on that, and we also supply that 3D printed plate. So they're the 5 upgrades. Now there's a couple of just bonus things to bear in mind, which we will let you know about. Number 1, when your truck is stationary, make sure the wheels are pointing straight. We've actually broken a servo when the steering has been off center and it's tried to straighten up, and it's just done the servo in. One other thing to bear in mind, the fans here. You've got fans in here. If you're not running a dirt cover, like on this truck, you can get a lot of dust and debris in here, and it will make the fans much more inefficient. So make sure you take them off now and again and just give them a clean. And that also links into one of the biggest enemies of these trucks is heat. If you're running these for 20 minutes, they get very hot. Plastic gets hotter, it expands, so just give the trucks a little bit of a break now and again if you are going to run them constantly, and we've found that makes a big difference, a little bit of a break in between the races. So if you do those mods, there's plenty of other things you can do, but they're the things that we would say that are essential. Do those, and with the crashes and bashes that we do, we've not had any problems. Please do like, share and subscribe, and we'll be back again soon.